"911, what's your emergency?"
You have to help us. He's bleeding. Oh my God, Sam!
"Miss, please calm down. Please state the nature of your emergency."
There's been a crash. They're hurt. You have to help them.
"We're dispatching units to your location. Please stay on the line until they arrive."
In a world where regrets are common,
I was ignorant to a lot of little things that nearly cost me my life.
I was scared with a lot of emotions running through me.
When I tell people I'm a survivor, they need to know what made it possible.
Welcome to the Dr. Vine Show, a podcast for people of all ages, highlighting and discussing health and well-being in grand style.
Let's talk about sodium. You don't have to be a chemistry student to know about sodium. What do I mean by sodium? The metal on the periodic table? Nope. The major content of most canned foods and homely prepared foods. That's what we are talking about today. In this episode, we shall look at why sodium is significant to you and I. We'll look at dangers of too much sodium, dangers of too less sodium, what diets contain the most sodium, and in the discharge summary, we shall understand how best to moderate this sodium we are emphasizing on.
DICU. Listen to the health topics discussed intensively, the very important topics dissected into details. Get informed, stay informed.
Dietary sodium, which is the salt you voluntarily or involuntarily take up in your food, plays a significant role to the major organs of your body. If I asked you, which organ was the most vital in your body? Yeah, I heard you. The heart. That's what over 90% of persons will say. And there is some sense in that. If the heart fails, other organs follow suit. The brain can be dead, but other organs are still more viable if the patient is on a ventilator. But once the heart is gone, blood flow to every part of the body ceases. And this includes the lungs, the kidneys, the brain, down to your limbs. Sodium in salt is combined with chloride. Sodium chloride, in this case dietary salt, increases blood pressure, and we've discussed the risk of hypertension in one of the past episodes. Make sure to check on it. High blood pressure increases your chances of a heart attack, a stroke, even a kidney failure. You see the domino effect salt has on one organ, which conversely affects other organs. When it comes to sodium, eating less is more. But does that mean excluding it completely from your diet? Sodium is an important electrolyte in the body, and when it falls below the normal level, you suffer the risk of drowsiness, lethargy, seizures, falling into coma, and even death. There is also the possibility of little to no sodium in your food, causing high cholesterol and triglyceride levels in your body. And there are scientists insisting it increases insulin resistance, leading to high blood sugar levels and diabetes mellitus. What foods have high sodium content? Fast foods like burgers, French fries, pizza, salted snacks like salted chips, salted crackers, salted peanuts, processed meats like sausages and hot dogs, canned vegetables, canned pastas, canned meats, canned fishes, canned soups, cheese, and certain drinks like vegetable juice and salty alcoholic beverages. The homemade foods cooked with salt is also a contributor of sodium in your body. There has been a DASH diet recommended for the control of excess salt intake. DASH being an abbreviation for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. DASH. This diet is filled with whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. They are moderately high in nuts and low-fat products, and they are low in processed meats. So now that we know what excess sodium and what too less sodium can cause in the body, what is the recommended limit you should take? The recommended daily allowance of sodium is 2,300 mg per day. How many do you add to your cooking pot in a day? Ironically, 1 teaspoon of table salt is equal to 2,300 mg of sodium. So I can tell how confused you are at this, whether you need less salt or more salt in your food, or how to balance them up. In the discharge summary, you will get clarity on this. Stay right here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The discharge summary, your top 5 health prescriptions.
Let's look at 5 ways to balance your salt intake. So you are not sodium deficient or sodium overloaded. Point 1. The things to avoid. And they include garlic salt, onion salt, broth mixes, barbecue sauce, olives, pickle, canned foods, salted meat and salted fish, tomato juice. Also avoid using a salt sprinkler at home. If you have one on your dining table, it is best advised you take it out right now. Point number 2. Check out food labels for added salt or sodium content of that food item. So make sure you go shopping for low sodium foods. Point 3. Be aware of the salty 6 as labeled by the American Heart Association. They include breads, rolls, bagels, wraps, cured meats, pizza, poultry, soup, sandwiches. These items are to be taken in moderation. And to the next point, an intake of 3,000 to 5,000 mg of sodium per day is acceptable, which is an equivalent of 2 to 3 teaspoons per day. What can you understand from this? It is better to measure your daily salt with a teaspoon rather than a tablespoon or with your hands. And to the last point, point number 5. Use lemon juice in place of salt when you're tempted to go for more salt. Spices are also your best friend when cooking. Use them for better taste. And I'll catch you once again in the next episode. Till then.
You are listening to the Dr. Vine Show, the most educative show on the